Good afternoon, Jeremy Martin from Martin Fine Homes. We're back at our Burnet Road project. Obviously, if you saw the first video installment, it looks quite a bit different. We've got almost all of our demo done. The guys are here getting ready to get the rest of the stuff hauled off. But a couple things we want to show you. I mean, the purpose of this video series is to talk about kind of what happens when you get into old homes, some of the problems that you have, some of the problems you anticipate. Some of them you really can't, but we're seeing a lot of stuff that we're used to seeing. This house is in really fantastic shape. We are finding some issues though. This is a pretty common thing we see. Got an old galvanized pipe that's going up for a vent stack here. You can see we've had some rust. Obviously some water is coming back through this pipe and sitting here. And the effect of that is obviously we're getting this water dripping down over time, and this house is 75 years old. And you're going to expect to see some rot, like this. There's a good chance even that the rot, we won't know until we crawl in the crawl space, but it looks like part of this floor joist system is starting to rot out as well that's running this direction. So, when you're doing a project like this, you got to budget some money for things like this. This is completely common. In fact, we're surprised we probably haven't seen more of this on this project. A couple other interesting things that we maybe weren't expecting. You can see it, Chris pans over here. This wall system was built directly on top of our wood floors, which we're going to keep for this project. One of the things that attracted us about the house were these old floors. So what we've got to do here, because this wall is built directly on top of the floor system, the joists, we're actually going to have to come in here and patch in all this stuff because this wall is going to move as we relay the house out to be our office space. So we got to put some budget in there. You can see we've had a couple of broken boards, a couple of rotted boards, but all in all, the house is in really fantastic shape. Some things we are doing, we're going to try to achieve a 4-star green builder rating on this project. So the windows are going to get recycled. We've already recycled the interior doors. They're going to be used in another house. One of the cool things in this house, which we hated to get rid of, is a really gorgeous tile job in the bathroom. It's old basket weave tile. Unfortunately, we've got to put an ADA bathroom in, and therefore we had to get the correct tolerances. And so we had to lose part of the bathroom because we have to move the toilet. But this is a great job. This was done 75 years ago, mud job. So when you're putting tile in a pier and beam house, this is how they did it 75 years ago. And this is actually how we're going to do it, here in a couple weeks when you see us come back and do this tile job. This is really a best practice then. It's a best practice now. So you can see this is where the bathroom is going to be. We'll come back and do a mud set. Really, there's chicken wire in here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But that'll strengthen up the mud bed, the tile will go on top of it, and keep us from cracking this tile out as the house moves over time. So a couple other things. Again, hodgepodge, right? This house has been worked on many times. We've got some cast iron pipe, some galvanized pipe. We found some PVC pipe actually. So we got a little bit of everything. When we go back in, we're going to go all PVC. And we're going to go overhead with a PEX system, which we'll show you. These are the old double hung windows. You can see the counterbalance weights here. Really nice windows for the day, but we're going to come back with a Marvin product. And again, we'll show you some things that happen. We knew when we bought this house, I don't know if you can see through this window on the camera, but we knew that this window was going to be a problem. You can see the rot outside that's come inside the house. You can see what happens. This is the sheathing rotted out already. You've rotted out the sole plate a little bit. We'll obviously get all that fixed up before we foam the house, but all in all, for as many windows as we have, this is really the only real problem child. So we're pretty excited at this point. Check back soon. The next installment, we're going to be putting in a huge girder truss. It's going to run 34 feet from the front to the back of the house. We're going to free span the whole thing, which is going to allow us to move the wall basically wherever we want. It's a really neat system. We've used it a couple times already this year. So check back in a couple days. We'll have a little framing video. All right, thanks for stopping by.